Okay, Shop Talk Podcast, episode 18, highly anticipated episode.
Yes, that's why I'm drinking.
Loosen up. Yeah, no, it was, so this week we're going to recap the Soo I-500.
Yep, we were at the Soo.
All three of us, me and Brody's first time.
Yep.
And right away, I guess we can just thank the people that did contact us while we were at the race. Sorry I didn't get to talk to a whole lot of people because I was running around like a fucking chicken with my head cut off.
Yeah, you were busy.
But the people I did get to talk to, like Ferkies, stuff like that, you know, all the local guys from around here too. Thank you for talking with us, because if it wasn't for you guys listening to the show, why the fuck are we even doing this? You know?
Well, it's fun. I'd still be doing it. It's cool though.
But
Yeah.
we appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, heck yeah. Yeah, yeah, you could give out as many shout outs as you want to all the people that came up to us and said that they listened to it, that they love listening, they watch all the videos. It's like, I can't thank everybody enough for just saying that they like it and listen to it. You even had a few encounters, Brody?
I had one. I got one shout out that I can do. It was when we were leaving the awards banquet.
Yeah.
Standing there by the showers, the bathrooms, just about to leave. I see a dude make eye contact with me, and he's like, "Is that who I think it is, Brody?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "Hey, I'm Chad. I think your name was Chad. I'm sorry if it's not Chad. You know who you are, though. If I get recognized again, I got to double check the name so I can burn it into my head so I know it's the perfect shout out." Anyway, pretty sure he said, "My name's Chad. I watched the show. Big fan." I'm like, "Oh, hey, thanks. That's awesome." He gave me a pat on the shoulder. He was walking out. He said, "Good job racing at Pine Lake." I'm like, "Oh, hell yeah, thanks, man." And,
You really do fucking pay attention.
Yeah, and so that made it was super unique. It was the first time being recognized by a stranger. It made my night. It was so fucking cool.
You're like Brad Pitt.
It instantly went to my head. I'm like, "Dad, I'm famous."
He's gonna walk around Gondvik just fucking, I am somebody.
Yeah.
But no, it definitely made my night. It was cool as hell. So yeah, thank you.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, so a highly anticipated episode. We held off for an extra day, just kind of getting our lives back in order of being gone for the whole week.
Okay, we'll talk about this, but that's one thing I wanted to talk about. There is a fucking, it's a high, I guess you can say it, from the I-500, and you definitely have a fucking hangover afterwards. Like, all I thought about for 3 fucking days was this race. It's like, there's something about it. It's like, I've never felt this way about a race.
So yeah, that's how you feel. Think about how I feel.
I was just tired from the drive.
So, Shop Talk Podcast Fantasy League.
Mm-hmm.
Huge shout out to Rick TD and Woody's for giving us a Woody's roller bag to give away. So, huge thanks to Woody's.
We got to shout out his sunglasses because I bought a pair too. Do you know what they're called again?
No, I don't. I had just seen them today.
I fucking bought a pair, but just contact Rick TD. He's got some bitchin' sunglasses.
Yeah, so thanks to Rick TD and Woody's. So, Woody's traction products skyrocketed the Shop Talk Fantasy League. I think we had over 180 entries.
Really?
Yeah.
God damn.
There we go.
Yep. So
getting there.
Drum roll of the winner of the Woody's roller bag.
I don't have that on the board.
No drum roll. Nathan Potacek from Warren. And I know,
awesome.
I don't know if I know Nathan or not. I know Joey Potacek and Blaze Potacek.
Yep.
But I think they're all in that Warren Oslo area.
I mean, that's kind of a unique last name. You'd think there'd be some connection.
Yeah, I think so. Congrats to Nathan Potacek. I'll email you tomorrow or text you tomorrow morning on how
just to let people know how close are they. So like top 5.
No, so it was actually a 3-way tie. For the win. There was 3 people that picked Bunky, Tommy Bauer, Catterett.
Really?
For first, second,
Jeez.
third.
Holy shit.
So then we had to go into the timestamps, and then that's how we decided the 1, 2, 3. And Nathan picked his on January 23rd.
Jeez, so it's super early.
So is the day we put it out there that it was open.
Yeah.
And he was the 11th entry.
Huh.
And then
dedicated fan.
Yeah.
Fucking awesome,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah. And then Jason Lalonde, the third name there.
I'm pretty good at words.
No, you're not.
Yeah.
Lalonde from Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario. He was second with January 30th, so another super early entry. And then Chad Paulson from Goodrich is February 3rd. Or, February 1st. Yeah, I have that written down here. So those were our top 3.
Nice.
That's
freaking sweet.
You guys have hella knowledge.
Yep. And then that was just from the Soo week. Just a quick rundown of like the top 10 here, so you know kind of what you got. Chris Herbert, 4th. Alex Payment, Adam from Clearbrook, Luke Christensen, Kale Ansu, Tony Francis, Chad Neeson, Scott Preston, Spencer Delabria. Shout out to Spencer, Carbide Podcast. He gave us a shout out for the fantasy league on his Deadwood snowcross review. So that was pretty funny for me and Kyle to hear that while we were driving out to the Soo.
No, that was pretty damn cool.
And then Mike Turner and Dale Cluse.
Dale's up there, huh?
Yep.
Yeah, Dale thought so that's, we'll get into it, but Dale's a great guy. He's my roommate.
Oh, he was?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And then Neil Jensen and Emily Wickland, she had talked to me about it in the casino there one night. So yeah, thanks to everybody for playing. Super cool.
Super cool.
And so then I have the overall standings so far for the end of the year points, and Nathan Podacek is leading that too.
Oh,
so did
it consistently.
Yeah. Yep. Good picks at the Soo and decent picks at Pine Lake too.
Oh my God. I'm not doing blackface. This is like grinding welding stuff. Because I do man shit during the day.
I had to go back to work today. I hauled a couple loads of sand.
I'll trade you jobs.
So yeah, thanks to everybody who played for the Soo. Quick rundown of the overall standings for the Woody's $100 gift card for the end of the year. Something from Fox. And then Spencer, the Carbide Podcast, 1 gallon of VES Player Soil.
And we're still open to...
Yep, still open to any companies or people that want to donate any race gear or race merch or anything that you want to give away. We'll give it away for you. Nathan Podacek, Chad Paulson, Neil Jensen, Vince is in 4th.
Still up there.
Scott Preston's 5th. Paulie V,
my guy.
Yeah. Emily Wickland, Adam, Spencer Delabria, Megan Priest, Jason Lalonde, Mike Young, Nathan Lindum, Eric Harris, Hayden Knightsky, Reese Hawthorne, Chris Herbert, Bryce Buchanan, Matt Crosby, Brady Wadena, Cooper Kangas, Tim Berg.
Eric Harris, that motherfucker.
So yeah, that's pretty freaking cool.
Oh yeah,
yeah. That was a surprise to me.
Yeah, something that we just jumped up. 3 guys talking in the garage. People are playing along with us.
It's freaking awesome.
Pretty freaking sweet.
Thanks everyone for playing.
My RM fantasy has sucked.
Hey,
I totally forgot last week too.
I did too, but Winnie Goops is still fucking kicking ass.
You see me in there? I haven't checked. I've probably gone way down since I picked Hunter Lawrence.
You were in first.
I know.
Then it was like
I was like 7,000th overall, and then I just went straight down. Then picked Hunter Lawrence.
Winnie Goops is kicking ass right now. 2nd place.
So
nice.
So yeah. One other fantasy thing. Since we're still waiting on cross country races, we're gonna do a fantasy for the Iron Dog.
Oh, there we go.
So we are.
That'll be,
Because I just talked to the Dorn brothers today, and they're on their way to Alaska right now
to go racing.
Yep, they're driving.
Oh wow.
So they're going to be driving tomorrow morning while this podcast comes out. So they said to have it like 6 to 7 hours long to take up some more of their drive.
Oh yeah, I'll lose sleep for them.
Sign me up. I got more beer.
Yeah.
So yeah, Shop Talk Podcast Fantasy League for the Iron Dog. if anybody wants to donate any prizes to give away for that,
Still open.
hit us up. So yeah, we'll open up that probably a day or two. So yeah, Kyle, we're at the Soo. We'll save that. We'll save that.
Where are we gonna start?
We were fucking there, man.
Yeah, you guys were there. I showed up Friday.
Okay, so right away we show up.
Tuesday night.
Yeah.
Tuesday evening.
Catterit's trailer was not there.
Nope.
Neither was Northern Crankshaft's trailer.
Yep.
So we were just kind of standing around.
Yep. We were waiting.
And I was kind of, new to the environment. So
what did you think when we drove up to the track? Because it was dark out already, and we drove past the track with all the lights on and everything.
Well,
how was?
It's like just like you're in a gaze kind of. But I seen it on Sunday. When the race was going on.
Yeah.
Look at the highway. It is like backed up, like just from people slowing down and looking. I think.
Yeah. Well, they have like two or three cops sitting out there on the highway, so you can't like actually stop on the side of the road and just park there.
Yeah.
But yeah, pretty neat. So yeah, back at the Soo. What? So
when we first showed up,
yep.
we met up with Troy DeWald was there.
Yep.
He had his sportsman sled.
Yep.
Yep.
What else happened? What other races were there? The
you want to know what happened?
I want to know all the other races. You guys are sitting there already done with the story. There's a bunch of other races that happened before the actual 500.
So Tuesday we get there and we're rushing to get the sleds up to tech, and we get them teched and get them down in line for practice. But here the line for practice is already 40 sleds deep. So we only get me and Troy on the 21, me on the number 1. We only get one run of practice for Tuesday night. And going into just did that little dinking around on Tuesday night. For me, 2 laps is not enough. Like I know they only do 2 laps, but for me as a rider, 2 laps doesn't do me hardly
turn it on.
Hardly any good.
Like turn it on physically and mentally.
Yep. Of like, I don't know what the sled's gonna do. I don't have any flow or anything. So for 2 laps for me is always a struggle. Like I'm more of a slow burn kind of guy.
Yeah.
I get that though.
Yeah. And then for Wednesday, you're wide open, Kyle.
Yeah, so Tuesday night I show up. We get the sled in practice. We get one good. That was about the only good practice session we had. So going into the race, I didn't know my role. Showing up.
Going into the week.
Yeah, going into the week, I didn't have a role. I wasn't assigned a role. The week prior, I showed up at Northern Crankshafts. Kenny was there, and we just kind of went over, how his trailer was set up and went through some carbides and stuff like that. They show up. Tuesday night it wasn't so bad, but we get a fleet of guys in there.
Yeah, and I noticed that coming over to your guys' trailer, it was full.
Yeah,
the full trailer.
It was full, but you know what? You couldn't ask for a better group.
Yeah.
I mean, it was the funnest weekend I've had in a long time, and or week that I've had in a long time.
Yeah.
And like I say, we go back to it. It's like a high, you don't realize it till after it, but it's like a high that you're on all weekend. Like you don't even fucking. Like the emotions are so up and down and crisscross, but the group of guys that I had there, that we got slapped together was like.
Why do you keep coughing into the mic?
You clear your throat and you went right into the mic.
It's this fucking Pedialyte, man. If I had a goddamn water,
I forgot water. Okay.
I could activate this shit. Now it's just sticking in my throat. Sorry, I won't cough anymore.
I got cups and water on tap in the house.
Anyway,
sorry.
I went in with a crew that I didn't really know all too well. So I knew Eric and Kenny a little bit from doing the snowmobile stuff. But the week prior, I met Dale Kloos, and that was my roommate.
You didn't know Dale, like from like the Pine Lake races or anything?
No, we never actually talked.
Oh, really?
Before.
Oh, yeah, super nice guy.
Yeah, fuck you, Dale. That's all I have to say. There's a backstory.
Clip that.
Yeah. Oh, it's
Super
already
nice
been
guy.
clipped. It's already super nice guy. Fuck you, Dale. Fuck you. No, it's already been clipped. But yeah, so that was my roommate. We had a blast. But getting farther into the week, we can kind of switch back and forth. Wednesday, Thursday, qualifying and practice. We did not have a good run. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah.
And it still didn't affect the high that we were all on. Like, we had a blast.
Yeah, the spirits were always high.
The crew that we slapped together, yeah. So, yeah, I'll just name them off right now and get them out of the fucking way and thank every one of them. Where do I start? Well, Kenny. Okay. So later on in the week, me and Kenny, we're spiritually the same. Yeah. We are the same person. And I've never fit in with a group of guys so fucking fast. Like, it instantly clicked. So me, Kenny, and Eric are all the same. We're gay. I mean, we're gay. Like,
they kept saying that Saturday after the race.
Yeah, I mean, we're gay. Like, that's the only way I could explain it. Like, I've never fit in with a group of guys so well, like, instantly. But yeah, that's all I can come up with is we're fucking gay.
They're pretty cool, but I left pretty quick because they kept saying all this gay shit. It's like, you guys are cool, but
No, so we'll get that out of the way. Jeff Watson, cool guy. Never heard of him, never met him before, but really clicked together. He's our crew chief.
Oh, okay.
Big Red. He's a fucking tall, red-headed guy.
Sure.
With a crazy beard.
Yep.
Yeah, that's that guy.
Okay.
That's crew chief. The whole Johnson family. Jeremiah Johnson, I've talked about his sled collection on the show before.
What a cool name, too.
Yeah. Jeff Johnson, that's his dad, not the singer.
Yeah.
Oh, that's Jack Johnson, I'm thinking of. But, and then Eric Johnson, too. They were the fuel guys. And they've been to the Soo for many, many years prior. And they've got some cool shit. Another thing that
did you hear yourself do it that time?
Yeah, it's fucking Pedialyte.
You do it every time now.
But another thing I wanted to get into, so when we were testing and tuning, you know, I kind of just put myself in where I kind of fit the best. Well, where I fit the best was tuning the machine. You know, not just skis and stuff like that. Oh, I forgot Alec and his old lady, Kelly, and Matt Cameron, and Cameron Spencer, and all these guys. We all fucking work really good together. We're one. We're all one.
Yeah.
You're all like, you fit together like a crankshaft.
Only cranks. Only cranks. Be looking in the future. Only cranks, all right?
Yeah.
Something we're going to talk about. But so I kind of and John Rowland, we kind of fit myself into a situation where me and John were kind of going over some stuff with Eric and Ken, you know, kind of all as one little fucking tight-knit group and trying to tune a machine off of half a fucking mile of data.
So yeah, your sled was like, the sled was crashed.
A lot. It was crashed a lot. We were pulling data, trying to fucking get it set up right.
Yeah, it was crashed 3 times before race day.
Yeah, I mean, it might be a record. If there's any records to be broken, that's the one.
That's the one you shoot for, huh?
Yeah. But so that's where I found myself. Where I really fit in was getting the data and making a plan to do the tuning. And when I was in that moment, it was John Rowland and I and Kenny and Eric, you know, and then I kind of just had to take a step back and realize that like holy shit, this is probably the coolest shit that I've ever done.
But like, so looking at data, you're not a data guy.
No,
like,
fuck no, but
have you?
I tune my shit by fucking RPM and speed.
Yeah.
That's basically it.
An ear.
Yeah, ear.
So looking at the computer, that was all new to you.
It was all new, but it all made sense.
Sure.
And it actually helped me out a ton because you could see how much clutches were opening up and where your fuel and stuff was at. And then you could just fucking tune your fuel right off the fucking computer.
Yeah.
Rather than changing jets.
Yeah, for sure.
That's pretty cool.
That shit's for the birds now. Carburetors, there's no better way. I'll get into that, but
You and Glenn were talking about that on the way home.
so yeah, I just kind of had to take a step back, and it's like, holy shit, this might be the coolest thing I've ever done in my life.
Yeah, you're a freaking mechanic at the Soo I-500.
But not even that. Like what I've worked for my whole life.
Yeah.
You know, the shit that I know what I can do. It's like helping somebody else and being around these old school guys. Mel Winnie is another guy who came in, and he's a fucking genius with this kind of stuff, with the tuning. And I just kind of had to take a step back and like not get revved up about it. Like, like it was just, really cool. How I fit in with them guys and made it happen. I mean, we made it to the race.
Mm-hmm.
That was a fight all on his own.
Yeah. Yeah.
Crashed 3 fucking times.
There was 36 sleds that made it.
Mm-hmm.
So if at one point you guys were kind of out, but there was a lot of double entered teams.
Yeah.
So it wasn't really a real worry. So
Yeah. So getting back to that, when we're done crashing, I told Eric, go put a fucking heater in so we can fucking qualify this bitch.
Yeah.
We're done crashing. All right.
Go on.
Okay.
Go.
We're done crashing. Eric goes, so looking at the data, they pulled the data. They thought it was running too rich because the exhaust temperature was
too high.
too low.
Oh, really?
So when you're rich, cools the exhaust off.
Yeah.
Well, there's only a fucking half-mile pole that we were pulling the data off of. Pipes never got up to temp. So we decided to pull fuel from the engine, basically rejet it. Get out there. Eric, go put a fucking heater in, get us into qualifying. He gets out there. On the last qualifying, it's done for us after this. Gets out there, and he fucking comes around turn 4 and fucking throttles it, and I hear the sled boom, 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 and I'm like screaming, let off. He can't fucking hear me.
No, you're screaming at the sky.
He puts in 2 heater laps with the sled going boom, 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 boom the whole time. I was like, Jesus Christ, this thing's gonna fucking blow up.
Yeah.
No, leaned it out too much. Fucking ECU went in panic mode, flooded the engine with fuel only in a certain cell. So when it get up to a certain RPM, it would flood it with fuel because they thought it was too lean.
Sure.
So that one is off the eraser board, keep the fucking fuel in it.
Yeah.
So we get back and sorry.
It's just funny to listen to.
We get back and we didn't know if we fucking made it to the big show or not. So Thursday night, Friday, we were clueless on it. But I kind of figured since there were so many double entries and stuff like that, and we had beat like 1 or 2 other teams in qualifying for the fast time. But we, luckily, Friday we found out we made it to the show, and we all kind of just rebuilt the sled together and slapped it together for race day. I mean, we rebuilt the whole fucking thing.
Yeah. Well, it actually has the teams that did not qualify here on the bottom. I didn't notice that.
Oh,
the teams that withdrew.
yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 teams.
I mean, that was about how many we had to beat to get into the show.
Yeah. No, yeah.
I think we had to beat 6 or 7, something like that.
No, it is just a battle to enter the race.
Yeah.
To get to the race is a battle in itself because it's such a giant mammoth of a race.
Yeah. I mean, like I say, you're on a fucking high the whole time you're there, especially when you're there for a week. Like, I slept fucking good on Sunday night. I didn't even get up to work out on Monday morning. I couldn't wake up.
Oh, after you got home.
Yeah, and I was wore out.
Yeah.
I was shot.
Mm-hmm. No, one of the highlights of the weekend was Friday night. We're sitting at the bar and grill. Me and Dad are off at our separate table. Their whole team walks in, and out of the blue, Kyle runs over. Brody, you got your pen on you? I'm like, of course, I always got my pen on me. He's like, I need it. We're taking notes. It's like, okay, here you go. It was just so funny. You got your pen? I'm like, yes, yeah.
I knew where to go.
Yeah, I was the only guy in the whole bar that had a pen on.
Yeah.
But yeah, you knew instantly.
Yeah, they're like, 14 of us there. Nobody had a fucking pen.
And you're like, I know a guy.
Yeah.
He's here all of a sudden.
Yeah. Yeah. That's just one of the things I can offer to my team.
Secondary friends sitting at the bar.
So yeah, what a week. So you guys had so switching from 50 to 21 here. Mm-hmm. We showed up with the 21 and with the number 1 for the Catalyst. I don't think we really had any intentions on running the Catalyst, but just for more testing and data. And then the Troy runs the 21 in the first qualifying round. I think he was about 4th, and I think that's where he stayed. We stayed the whole time. But it wasn't just up. It just wasn't up to par like the guys felt like it was supposed to be, like almost judging it off last year. So then we just kind of wanted to put all the eggs in one basket of just working on the 21. Mm-hmm. So then we kind of scrapped the whole number 1 idea. So then I only got the 2 laps on Tuesday night was the only laps I did all the way up until Saturday. So then the guys worked on the sled a lot all week. Like with every run we made, it was change this, try that, change this, try that, because they had a baseline of what they knew. And then what the hell day was it? Did that on Wednesday. Then Thursday morning, we changed it into race setup. So changed track, skid frame, all that stuff. And then the first run, it was like in race trim, it was like, oh, I went pretty damn good. And then second run of Meyer shootout, did even a little bit better. Third run of I-500 qualifying, did pretty damn good again. So like going into Friday, they were pretty damn happy with how it was in race trim. And then, skipping over other stuff, the old mod.
Oh,
I bet you were just happier in hell watching the old sleds out there.
Me and Dale Cluse.
Yeah.
During the race.
Wednesday night.
Yeah, Wednesday night. So we got done working on the sled or whatever after qualifying and stuff. And we were going to leave. Like everybody fucking left.
Oh, really?
Me, Matt Cameron, Dale Cluse, were stuck inside the track. So me and Dale are like, we're going to go watch these races if we're here. So we go out and we stand on the bridge. Holy shit.
Yeah. The first heat, it was that LMB Speed Shop sled that I think they're
05.
05, yep. And then Troy was out in that one too on his number 21 sled. That LMB Speed Shop sled, 125 down the backstretch.
Yeah. No way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
125 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Wow.
On a Gen 2.
It's pretty modified. The guy said it could almost. I talked to one of the guys in the bar on Saturday night. He said it does like almost qualify to be an enduro sled, but it's essentially, it looks like a Champ chassis with a 600 twin in it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the only way to go, baby.
That would be
small
wild.
block Liberty.
Yeah, so 125 down the backstretch. So that was pretty. Me and Trevor were up on top of the trailer watching that one, and like that thing just put on a show.
Yeah, me and Dale were standing on top of the bridge, and it like watching these guys coming under the bridge. It takes your breath away. Like these guys are fucking hauling ass right now. Like fucking zooming. Yeah. Like in fucking insane. And then Austin goes out there, puts the fucking heater down. I was like,
yep,
I'm busting right now.
Yeah.
These guys are crazy.
Yeah.
Austin Leak on the triple goes out there and wins his heat. I think he ran like some kind of 38-second lap time.
Yeah.
So it was they're fast.
They're
lap
moving.
Times. Yeah.
Really fast.
And then so we were in the trailer not helping Austin, but just kind of watching him and his dad work on it and get it back out there for the final. And it was cut short final too. It was only like 5 laps, I think. But that L&B Speed Shop sled got out in front, and Austin was just second. But like slowly,
he was at third, and then he got around.
Yeah. I think Rodney Bell.
Yeah.
I think his engine went down the backstretch on like the second or third lap or something.
Austin sent me his data, and he was picking up a lot of speed.
Yeah.
Towards that 5th lap.
Yeah. So if it would have been like a 10 lap or a 15 lap final, Austin would have been right there. Maybe even got him.
I think it would have been pretty interesting.
Yeah.
But that 05 sled, man, that's that thing haul assing like fucking moves.
Yeah. So yeah, that was the excitement of Wednesday night. And then going into Thursday night is a Meyer shootout. And so the 21 Cataract sled we didn't have a sled in that. So we just kind of watched from the top of the trailer. And that was another hell of a race with Zach DeWald. He was on their race trim sled. And then James Hicks was on both on the 57 and 57X, but James was on the half mile setup. Mm-hmm. But both of those sleds hauled ass.
Yeah.
And then even the Town Brother on their Meyer shootout sled, which I think is maybe essentially their F3 kind of setup.
It looked like it, yeah.
It didn't have the top speed down the straightaways, but holy shit did that thing corner well.
Yeah, he was driving around everybody on the corner. Number 2, yeah.
Yep. Like he just messaged me yesterday or the other day that he didn't get to talk to me and say that he's a fan of the podcast. So.
That's pretty cool.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. But yeah, that thing, it didn't have the speed, but holy shit, was he able to drive it around 1 and 2 from where we were watching. So he was able to stay out front for quite a while, not having that top end speed down the straightaways. But yeah, man, James Hicks and Zach put on a show on Thursday night. Just fast.
They got speed on that team. It is wild to watch. And Zach just rides it like a freaking gladiator. My God.
He's not afraid to send it.
No, he is wild to watch. Yeah, that is something special.
So yeah, that was I didn't vlog much of that race just because it was a freaking awesome race to watch. So I didn't even hardly have the camera out watching that one.
And Wes made or he just out of the
I think he
final?
I don't think he made the final.
But that was on his own sled, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was on his
Number 15,
his pro open sled that he races here.
Yep.
He had the brakes glowing in a lap.
Yeah, you had that in your video.
Yep. So yeah,
I don't know how he gets so good at that.
I don't know if you'd call it good, but
so yeah, that was pretty funny watching that. Having Wes, somebody else had him glowing too. I can't quite remember, but. So yeah, what an action-packed week going into the race day.
Into Saturday, yeah.
On Friday, what did you guys do? On Friday when there was nothing going on?
So that's what it was. We got word that we were in the show.
Oh, sure.
So then we got we kind of just got to work on it or whatever, and then they said we're in the show. So we, me and John, started changing reeds on it. Going through a lot of the stuff that we learned through the week.
Yeah.
Had a car boot that was leaking. Bunch of other shit. I mean, it's all Friday's kind of a blur for me now. Hey man, we go pretty hard.
Sure.
Only Cranks goes pretty fucking hard.
So our Friday was we're down at the track. The guys were going through the whole sled and whatnot, and then we had to go back to the casino for the drivers' meeting.
Yeah,
and the drivers' meeting kind of dragged on for a lot longer than you'd kind of expect or you'd want it to go because we were planning on going to test the sled. So they wanted to try one more thing, and we actually found some ice like right underneath like the Soo Locks bridge almost. So like I was calling it international waters, but Mandy said that's not the correct term.
I don't think it is. It's American. It's a freshwater lake. So
international, isn't that
like we were like
but
a ways away from the border.
Yeah.
So we could have swam to the border maybe,
True. Yeah, I forgot about that.
But we were in a bay and we're pulling up into this public access here, and there's a cop sitting down there, which is odd. Like, because there was a few cars going back and forth down there, so I think people are causing trouble back there or something. And Greg pulls up to the cop. He's like, "Well, yeah, we're gonna test our Soo sled right here, I guess." And the cop's like, "Okay, I'm gonna go that way." But then I guess he told him like where to go and where not to go. He's like, "See that point right there? Like, don't go past that point. But if you stay over here in this bay, it'll be safe." And man, it was. we get out there, get unloaded, and the sun was at a terrible angle, like just beaming down onto the ice. And so Troy drives out there, getting himself like set up to like get a speed run. We see him set a cone over here, and he kind of drives over right directly into the sun. And we literally cannot see him with the sun coming down off the ice. And so like we're starting to walk out on the lake because then the snowmobile shuts off.
Oh,
and we're like,
shit.
Oh no!
What the hell? What happened?
Yeah,
did you fall in?
Yeah, exactly. That's what. There was a moment of concern there.
Oh my gosh!
And yeah, he said he. So then we're starting like speed walk out there. It was like me and Troy and me and Trevor and Megan, and we're like still could not see him. It's like, and then here the sled fires back up, and he said he pulled up along shore and just walked out there. Because he said it looked pretty sketchy.
Yeah.
To put a cone out there to go back and forth. It's like, yeah, in the one video, Trevor's like, I want to shut it off.
Yeah, why shut it off?
Talking about stories or whatever, I've totally forgot. But during qualifying, so we were making all these changes and stuff like that, trying to find speed with the machine. And so then it was Kenny's turn to go out. It was either for a rookie roundup or qualifying, one of the two. But this Jeff Watson guy, he was crew chief, you know. So we all get up to the front of the line or whatever, and Kenny's sitting there, and he's like kind of bobbling his head a little bit. He's like, I made a gram change, and nobody knew. Like, what? Nobody knew that he made a gram change.
Yeah.
And Jeff Watson starts freaking out. He's like, Kenny, you gotta tell me this shit when you're doing this. We need to know. He's like, all right, I moved my 3% Zintin over to the left side. I made a gram change.
What the fuck?
Everybody's fucking revved up because they didn't know what the fuck he was talking about. And that's what made him crash.
The Zintin?
Yeah. That's what we're blaming it on.
Oh, sure.
Held it a little too fucking wide in that corner.
Yeah,
Kenny's nose. Oh, it's cool. So
he fucked up his nose? Or what are you talking about?
I mean, it's this fucking big. So I mean, it's just like another appendage up there. So it's pretty easy to fuck up.
Okay.
But yeah, he said he didn't point his toe, but he pointed his toe. He fucking dove into the bales like head first.
Oh.
And he was wearing a jersey that said, it was Eric's jersey. It said Roland number 50 on it. It said Northern Crankshafts on it. And they were nice enough to give it to me after the qualifying.
Oh, really?
It's for my memorabilia.
Yeah.
You know what I got going on.
Mm-hmm.
And I got it, and it's full of blood.
Really?
Full of blood.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
I didn't see his or the other or Cameron's. I only seen Cam Spencer's crash.
Yeah.
That was the only one I seen of those. But
Yeah, what other ones were there? Matt's.
yeah, he crashed in rookie, the first right away in rookie practice.
Yeah. Ken texted me yesterday. He said he pulled about 100 pounds of hay out of that machine. So.
Jeez. Oh,
Yeah.
I believe it. Yeah.
She's
not
like
far-fetched at all.
a magnet to the hay.
Yeah, especially in turn one.
Loves that hay in turn one.
It was every crash was in turn one.
Yeah.
Every single one.
Pretty much. I watched almost every crash.
No, every one of
just
our crashes.
Number 50 crashes.
But like just overall too. Every crash was almost in turn one.
yeah.
Watch that ice heave. I seen you standing up over it on Saturday. Or like lifting your ass.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And then I was watching Aaron. He was going way up on the snowbank and coming down.
See, that's where I'd get into. Like, I struggled coming into one. I just could not find a line that I liked, like that I felt confident pushing it as far as I dare.
That looked like your faster line.
Which one?
Well, yeah, 1 and 2.
Definitely coming out of 2 or going through 2.
2.
You guys were like,
You were driving it through 2.
Yeah, I had a good line like through 2, but it was just the entrance of 1, like coming in under the bridge.
mm-hmm.
So,
But yeah, you'd almost start to throttle like halfway around 1 and just hold it wide open around 2. It looked so smooth and clean and badass. Every time we'd watch you or Troy or The other guy.
Ryan.
Sorry, Ryan. God damn. Sorry. But yeah, every time we'd watch you guys rail that corner too, we would look at each other like, holy shit, that looks so fun and just so clean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So getting into Saturday. We started fourth. Troy started the race. Ran pretty much first to fourth for that whole first set, which was really good.
Mm-hmm.
There was one crash right away.
Yep.
Not right away, 20 laps in, where Krentz and Charlie Reverend came together.
Yep.
And I guess Charlie never got back on the sled, so I guess Dan.
No, he was laid up for a while on the side. Yep.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I didn't. Luke Krentz, they hauled him to the hospital.
Yeah.
And yeah, I guess, but yeah, Dan ran like over 400 and some odd laps.
450 something laps by himself. Yeah.
So yeah, props to Dan on that.
Totally. It was wild.
He's fucking Iron Man.
Yeah. I talked to him at the awards banquet. I didn't know that's who it was, kind of.
Oh,
at
really?
First, yeah. And then I figured it out. But yeah, I'm like, you ran 450 laps? That's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
It's like,
You didn't know you were talking to one of the world's fastest?
not really, no. Well, like I asked him what number. Like that's all I asked him because, it's the same number but different riders. Yeah. But I was like, oh, okay. You were on the 18 sled the whole time. Damn.
Yeah, that's gnarly.
Yeah, freaking wild.
So yeah, so I'm trying to think back of the first, like, if anything else. Oh, Wes crashed. Poor Wes. He crashed over in 3 and 4 on the number 2 sled.
Oh yeah.
And he was moving to the front too.
Yeah.
Like
he was in the front for a little bit.
They started 13th, and then Wes on his like pro open setup skidoo, he moved it all the way up to, I think he was right behind Troy in like second or third when he tipped over there and turned 3 and 4.
It was right around that time too. Mickey Sleds, they lost the O2 sensor in the pipe.
Yep.
Fell in the belly pan and it locked up the steering, and they went in the bales.
Yep.
There too.
Yep.
Yeah, they came in. I got them an easy out. I didn't know where the fuck it was. They were like, "Do you got an easy out?" I was like,
"It's not my trailer, not my tools."
Yeah, it's just another situation I inserted myself in, and
but you came through.
But yeah, that was just bad luck there for that to happen to Zach.
Yeah,
to fall down into the steering mechanism.
Yeah,
and then because did you see the video of his crash or not? He was like coming into 3 and just coming in. And you could see that it was just locked up.
He tried to turn and just couldn't.
And then just kind of, it just went to the right and then just high-sided to the inside and then directly onto that handlebar.
That's
and
shit.
Then he said when he picked the sled back up, then he felt the handlebar kind of like crack away.
Click, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, me and Dad were in the pits and we saw him drive past us, flopping a handlebar. It's like, how the hell do you break a handlebar?
Yeah.
Don't they bend? But like, holy shit. Well, you're hitting the ice going fast and the ice is super freaking hard. So,
yeah. So yeah, for that to happen to those guys, that was a bummer.
Oh, super bummer.
They would have been tough competition all day.
Mm-hmm.
And then even Herf had issues right away too.
Yeah.
Herf made his way up all the way up to the front too, to where he was running 3rd, 4th there.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think they were just having motor issues. And then they pitted, put David on, and then David ended up having a little crash there in turn 2.
Yeah,
and then
I see that.
Yeah, that was kind of the end of it. They only made only 85 laps. Man, what a bummer.
I think that was close to I forget what field, when we field first or whatever, but it was close to that anyways. And I was, happy that we made it that far, but I was busy. I was really busy trying to get this sled to perform, so we didn't get like 15 laps down in like the first 200 laps.
Yeah.
And I was really busy. Our whole crew was really busy trying to.
So what was your duty on race day?
Clutch.
Oh, you're a clutch guy. Because I seen at one point you had a headset on.
Oh, I was just fucking around. Yeah, getting it all ready.
Oh, sure. Okay, I didn't know if you were Skyjack crew chief guy watching from up there.
That's Jeff Watson. I had to be more hands on.
Sure.
Yeah.
You drive yourself crazy being up.
Yeah, up my heart would probably explode being up there, screaming at people down and then screaming at the riders too.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's not for me. I mean, I'd much rather be riding the fucking thing.
Yeah.
I saw you up in Skyjack once though.
Oh yeah, I was up there just trying to get the data off of it, pretty much getting feedback by reading the RPMs because we didn't have enough time to pull the data off of it.
Oh, sure.
In the pit.
Yep.
So we were trying to get that figured out, but we just did it the old-fashioned way, just the way I like it.
Mm-hmm. Hands on, by ear,
and visual,
and feel,
temperature. Yeah,
like Ricky Bobby's dad teaching him how to drive a car again.
Yeah. So, so the number 21 team. So yeah, Troy kept it first through fifth there, all the way up to that first plow. Ryan got on and kept it up front there. I think running third to fifth there. I think after we got out of the fuel stop, I think that's where just kind of it was on the position of the track. And then I actually jumped on that second half of that stint. And for me to jump on halfway through that stint, not knowing where like the lines are on the track, that was a struggle for me. I struggled during that. Like, I mean, like I got on there on that stint and I ran about 5th to 10th that whole stint or that half of that. And like, man, I felt terrible on that sled. Like I couldn't find a flow or nothing. So like, I just felt like I was going backwards the whole time, but I was maintaining with whatever group of sleds I was with. But for me, that was a struggle. Wasn't very confidence inspiring of just how I felt. And then we actually made a clutching change at that next pit stop because I think it felt like it was almost like, and we kind of made this it wasn't pulling as good as it should have in that snow because the snow started to kind of build up on the track. So I think it was getting a little heavy, and then so I really noticed from that time I was on the sled to the second time I was on the sled, it made a difference and it was better.
And it was getting warmer out too, and so like that. Well,
no, I don't know exactly what clutching change they made, but whatever the change they made it better.
Oh yeah, so you could definitely tell it helped.
Yeah. So, that next caution came about, the next pits plow break, and so we came in, tightened the track, went back out, was going to come back around again to make clutching change, made the clutching change, and that went smoothly and everything. But to put the side panel on, like it wasn't going on. So kind of forcing it, like a couple seconds going by and got it on. And so I haul ass down the pit lane and like how fast I was going, like in the last half, I would have made it out in front of the pace sled, but there was a freaking plow truck in the pit lane road.
Yeah. Pit row. Yeah.
And like the guy's kind of waving me down and I'm on the freaking binders and I just slide right past him. Just like slide all the way out to the edge of the track and they hold me there and the freaking field goes by.
They hold you there because the truck was right.
Yeah. Like, I don't know how it worked, why it worked out like that. I mean, the difference of 5 seconds.
Yeah.
But I would have been able to get out in front of the pace sled again
and stay on the lead lap.
Yeah.
Yep.
But
you
it's
would have
like,
ran all the way back around. Yep.
But it's like, fuck, I should have just took off and just held the side panel on by hand or something. Like just to hold it on, just to not have to get those three turn knobs all set in and on the side panel. So that was a bummer. So that was why we went a lap down there. Just pit stop went really good, clutching change, but just that side panel wouldn't want to go back on. So then Troy got back on, rode that whole next stint, and was right on.
Rode fucking hard. He looked great. He was manhandling that machine.
He's giving her hell.
It was awesome to watch.
But he was right behind. I think it was Joey Birch on the Tommy Bauer sled at that time. Right on his ass for I don't know how many laps, but just could not get that lap back to get around Joey because he was the leader. And then it was a battle there of just trying to get that lap back.
It was like 100 laps of just right on his ass the whole time and just powering through and just could never do it. You'd get super close and like maybe a caution or something.
Yeah. So then, that was about midway the race went really fast.
It did.
Yeah. It was gone in a blink of an eye.
Yeah.
It was almost still sun. The sun was almost out still when the race was over.
Yep. So that was really surprising to me, standing in the pits, like asking Trevor, it's like, what lap are they on? It's like, oh, it's already like 3:10. It's like, oh, holy shit.
In that time, the 50 sled.
We'll go back and forth.
Yeah, we'll go just following the laps.
Yeah, that's a pretty good way to do it, honestly. Yeah.
In that time, we finally dialed in a clutch. Sorry, finally dialed in a clutch where we put Matt Cameron on it, and he was pushing it to the corner. So we started gaining position pretty good. We were ahead of Bouchard around that time, and we were gaining a lot of position there, and he stayed on it for quite a while, and then we put Cam on it, and then fueled again somewhere around there, and then we put Matt back on it, and Matt was riding, and the spark plugs flew out of the top of the engine.
Oh, is that one that had to get pulled off?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, I remember that.
Both of them came out.
He's screaming, and he said, "It's blowing up. It's a cylinder down." And we were telling him, pull it over. He's like, "There's no compression." I was like, grab spark plugs now. And lo and behold, when we got it in the pits, spark plugs were shot out of it. We made a ski change there, fueled it up, and got it back out on the track. And at that time, I think we were 1 lap down from Bouchard, and then like 5 from the next guy. So we were real shit right there.
I felt so bad for Dylan on the 99 sled, because when it was running good, he was making his way up to the front, and it was noticeable on how well it was going for Dylan on there. But then it'd go good for so many laps, and then he'd hold his hand up and it'd just go down the straightaway, just bah, bah, bah.
Yeah.
And then I was right behind Paul when Paul crashed in turn 2, and that was a gnarly crash, because it was like there was a whoop in the ice, and it looked like it kind of stepped out on him a little bit and almost caught some of the snow berm and just ricocheted back to the left and tumbled it.
Not to cut you off or anything, but right there, right in them, we were setting fast lap times at like 288 laps or something, where everybody else set their fast lap time at like 8th or 10th lap, something like that. So we were gradually gaining speed all week or all day long, and then spark plug shot out of it, got it back.
Down the backstretch.
So they had to tow it into the corner 3, pull in, and then they had to tow it all the way down and all the way back. And I'm like watching it. It's like, and then watching the sleds go around. I'm like, this isn't good. So got plugs back in it. And then, we made a couple of rider changes after that. And then Matt got back on it, and what was it?
So that would have been that same stint that Troy was out there.
Yeah.
So lap 345 is as how far you guys made it.
Yeah, it was right there where right hand ski bolt come out on leading up to turn 1. That motherfucking turn 1.
Yeah, it was taking out everybody.
Yeah, so that motherfucking turn 1, ski bolt popped out of it, dug the spindle in the ground, put the fucking sled in the bales, watered her up really good. Didn't bend the pipes, though. That was another thing. We had to smash the pipes. Thank you, Kevin Langus had another set of Procross pipes in his trailer.
Oh, really?
We tossed on. Didn't smash the pipes at all. So that was a plus for us. And then we were done. I mean, it goes by that fast. Yeah. Just the amount of time that we were talking about it, it's like, it felt like that's how fast it went by. Was your rider okay from that crash? Because he laid in the bales there for a little bit. Well, he had been in the bales earlier in the week, so he was bruised up from that.
Oh.
And then, he luckily he had his knee braces and stuff on, because I guess he smoked his knee on something, he said, but he's still in good spirits. I mean, he was that night anyway. So
on the radio, it said he knocked himself out, knocked the wind out of himself or something.
He went to the ambulance and they checked him out, and he was good to go.
So. Yeah. So it was right around that time too, when Bo Bunky had his crash.
Yeah, that was
a gnarly one. I watched that one.
Sent it way up in the bales.
Well, it was actually I listened to Bunky's put out the team radio between Gabe to Bo.
Yeah,
and Bo even said it like at the end of it that number 0
Yep.
ran his skis over. And I watched the race back like 2 nights ago. This number 0 guy, he was pushing it so fucking hard into the turn 1, like farther than anybody I was watching during the race. Like
that's where Matt was, where we were gaining a lot of time there. Everybody else was letting off right around the flagman by that bump, you know. Matt fucking held it like a long ways, probably because we didn't have no fucking speed, but yeah, he held it a long ways over that bump and into turn 1 and out of turn 2. I mean, he looked really good. Sled didn't look like it handled where the fuck, but guy still fucking rode it.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, but yeah, like that was gnarly. I was glad Bo didn't get hurt because it was a gnarly looking crash.
It was wild looking. He
just ragdolled,
like cartwheeled horizontally against the hay bales, and the sled was, I can't even remember what happened to the sled because I just remember him spinning around in a circle. It's like, holy shit.
But yeah, it looked like that guy just drove, cut down in front of him and kind of hit his ski, and then Bo just high-sided like that.
And then got into the snow dust and ice chunks, ice chips.
So that was a gnarly one.
Yeah. I felt like Joe Rogan. I'm like, don't let him stand up, because he stood up and you could tell that he was a little out of it, and he was wobbling. And it's like, set him back down on the hay bales. Like, holy shit, don't let him stand up and fall down again.
So that was like lap 350 or so, because then lap 360 came by, and watching the broadcast back, they talked about it. They didn't show it though. That I guess somebody got into the back of Ryan and on the 21 sled when he was on it. Because him and Troy switched at lap 300 again, and Ryan got on it and was at the tail end of the field, but up front when that next stint started, and then so Ryan held it up front for that whole time, and finally a caution came back, so then we got that lap back. So that's how we got that lap back, and then worked his way up to about that 5th place position again.
Yeah, he was also riding his ass off too.
He did really well.
Yeah,
maybe he was even first to 5th. I can't remember what position he was in after we finally got the lap back and worked his way up. But then, somebody made contact with him, and actually he got the rear end in the bales or something, is what the broadcaster said. And then, so we seen it come by because it was a weird caution. They threw the caution out for no reason, but here his rear end blew out some bales onto the track. So that's what we didn't see. So then he come by, and that snow flap is just hanging on by the two rubber tabs we have holding on. And so freaking whole Cataract team springs into action to get another snow flap down from the up top of the trailer and everything. But I think they actually ended up just re-riveting that one on. So then that's when I got on the sled, lap 360. So then I rode the last 140 laps there, that whole last stint. So then once I got back on there, that lap 360 to 400, then I finally felt a flow. I was just kind of got back into it, and that felt a lot better. I think I maintained that same first or 3rd to 5th or something. I think it was like 3rd to 5th. But yeah,
all 3 of you guys, like, not midway, like almost midway, everyone got a fire lit under their ass or something, because every single one of you guys, especially you at the end, you guys were riding fucking hard. You guys were pushing that sled to its limits, it looked like. Just railing. It was so cool to watch you guys rail that whole second corner going out, and it looked just perfect every time.
Did you guys go down to turn 3 and 4 and watch down there?
We went down there just once, and there was really nowhere to stand, and I don't know. It was just kind of weird. We felt way more comfortable because we were kind of by the pits too, watching you guys pit and stuff, and so that was kind of cool. But we went down there. It looked like a snowcross track almost, because I could see corner 4 from where we were standing by corner 1. I was up on a little mound, and it looked like a snowcross track. All I saw was skis and belly panels, and it's like, God, what the hell's going on down there? But
what'd you do after you guys were done, Kyle? Did you guys?
I just kind of started organizing the tools and stuff like that. But I did catch you when you were out there, and I did have to defend you there for for a while. I forget who it was. We were standing on the stairs to the bridge, and they were like, "Does Gunner look tired to you?" I told him, I was like, "He's not fucking tired."
No.
I don't know. And I said, you just wait. It's fucking coming. And it never did.
Yeah. So yeah.
Sorry to bring it up.
No, bring it up once and then I probably won't talk about it again.
That's
so yeah,
that's what that glorious bitch looks like, huh?
Yep. So Greg Catterett was nice enough to give me the 3rd place trophy. I got last year's trophy too, and the year prior for the 6th place for when we broke the spindle.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, cool trophy. I wish it was, well, Greg keeps the 1st place trophy, so I wish I wouldn't have brought a trophy home with me.
True. Yeah.
So yeah, we get on to start the last 100. I was in the lead to start it.
Yeah.
And I felt like I was clicking off good lap times. Like, I don't know how many laps there I led out front, but then, man, I had a struggle. My line coming in 4 was good because I like 4. It's a flat corner, like a lake corner.
Mm-hmm.
So that one's, I have a good flow in that one. But my line choice on number 1 was back and forth on where I was like, the main line kind of started. It felt like it was faster to start on the inside and then kind of go midway.
It looked like 3/4 of the way, and then it looked like it started getting real rough square edge bump by the flag stand.
Yeah, right by the flag stand, there was a hell of a square edge right there.
Oh,
so it was like to go from the inside, and then as soon as you went past that, then you'd kind of fade it back out so your corner entry was higher.
Mm-hmm.
And that felt good. But then I got passed by a guy running the high line the whole way down. And I was like, well, what the fuck? So I changed up my line. I think it was Ryan Faust. And so I followed Ryan coming into one there, right down that main line. And the track shaped up way different this year than it has the last 2 years. Because like usually it was just like kind of 1 or 2 like kind of send away bumps. But like the way the bumps developed coming into one there, like it was super choppy and like we were almost having a ski up on the snowbank almost. So it was like I wasn't comfortable in that line, but I was maintaining. So I was like, well, I'm just going to keep running this one because I'm kind of maintaining with Ryan in front of me. And then I got passed by a guy like another 20, 30 laps later running the line that I was running previous.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, what the fuck? That line didn't work for me. So then I jumped back in, followed that guy down that line. And then here they had kind of started swinging it out earlier where that main G out didn't develop like I was expecting it to. Like we were going through that G out and I could feel the ice scraping on the running boards.
Mm-hmm. Oh my
on
gosh.
How it scared me the first time. Hitting
I seen you start lifting your ass.
Hitting it. Well, yeah, we were standing coming in, but yeah, it scared me that first time of crossing that G out and felt the ice on the running boards on how much it was collapsing there. And then, so yeah, 50 to go or something. Then Aaron Christensen gets on the sled and just puts a frickin' clinic on.
He fucking moves.
But so when Bunky's got the sled back out there, me and Trevor were standing there and it was like, oh, Bunky's got their sled back out there. And they were only 3 laps down.
Yeah.
And me and Trevor were like, fuck.
Yeah.
Because Taylor got on there, and Taylor was putting in sprints.
He was on a fucking mission. It was wild to watch.
It was. You could tell watching his body language and everything when he was on it. So Taylor was hauling ass on it. But like at the start of that last set, like Taylor wasn't blowing by me. Like he was behind me there for I don't know how many laps. So, so I was like, I felt like I was going pretty good. Like. I thought so.
Yeah, no, it looked like it.
Mm-hmm.
No, the last 50 laps, me and Dad were like, it's hard to watch this shit. Like, like I don't even want to watch it, but oh my, it's so cool at the same time.
Yeah, but then so Aaron gets on there and puts a pass on the whole field.
Oh yeah,
to get their last lap back, and I was like, oh, what the fuck? Like he just motored away, and. So
on a fucking mission.
Yeah. So their sled had a extremely well set up in it, and it was extremely fast. Too.
Yeah.
Like all the Polaris were fast. Like there was a handful of Polaris at the end there that were like laps down, but they were all right in the battle with their fast sleds. So that was just, so like going into 50 laps left, Aaron had got in the lead and Faust had got past me and Bauer had got past me. So I was sitting in fourth and it's like, man, I know I'm not a fourth place guy. Like it was just shitty, like just clicking off laps and just, it finally started to click for me to where I could see like maybe I was getting a line a little faster than another guy and made my way from fourth into third around Faust. So I was like, hell yeah, I can't remember how many laps were left, like 30 laps or some odd laps. And then closing in on Bauer, I got around Bauer underneath him in between 1 and 2. So then they're radioing over to me like, hell yeah, good pass for second. And so then it started just motoring away from those guys, but Aaron was long gone.
Oh yeah, he was pulling away.
Like there's a reason Aaron is a 7-time winner at the Soo.
Yeah.
Like he just put on a clinic. Like, and it's hard to say that being out there racing against the guy, but he just worked us.
Yeah.
Like,
no, it was wild to watch him just cut through the field every time and then make
like,
his lap back on a caution or something.
His last lap, to get that last lap back there, I watched the broadcast and he passed 3/4 of the field down the back stretch.
Yeah.
And then it was like back-to-back cautions there to get that last lap back. It was like 3/4 of the field down that back stretch and then a caution and then passed us top 5 sleds there in that next lap. And it's like, like it was out of 4 there to where I couldn't even get in his draft and like try to hit his line just because it was just so far gone. So that was a bummer. So then
finish.
But no, you were pulling away from Bauer though.
Yeah.
That was
like,
cool. It's like, holy shit.
That's what the guy said, like consistent, like two seconds a lot faster. So it was, so like Aaron had separated himself from me and I had separated myself from Faust and Bauer for third and fourth. So it was going good. If it would have been green all the way to the checker there, like
you had second in the bag.
You had second in the bag.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's a flip of a coin of like let's say, man, I wish Bo would have wrecked that sled.
Which is terrible to say, but yeah, I was thinking it too.
But like just a flip of a coin on how it worked out, that they were only 3 laps down. Like let's say they had to replace some handlebars or something and they go 7-8 laps down to where bunkies aren't even in the equation. And that last caution doesn't come out, we win by 10 plus seconds.
Yeah. That last caution, I mean, that put a damper on.
Yeah. So that was a real bummer.
That last caution came out. So yeah, we were well in second place. That last caution came out to where it was just a white flag, checkered flag, pretty much.
Just a sprint.
Well, the flag, man, that's where, just watching it, we couldn't really pay attention to the laps and stuff like that. We got fucked up because it was green flag, but he was holding the white flag.
Yeah.
So usually what I think that means is 1 lap to go until the last lap.
Yeah, but I think they waved the flag and it was just white flag.
No, he waved a green and a white one. Oh. So I was like, there's 2 laps to go. And then.
But it was only 1.
Yeah, you guys come around and it was finished. I was like, oh.
So yeah. So yeah, I got a good drive around turn 2 and 3 there, going down the back stretch. Faust had blown a belt or something to where they got pulled in and then they went back out there and they were a couple laps down. And so I drove it in deep on Ryan to just get a good drive in 3. Coming around my line in 4, we were squaring up 4 and kind of exiting kind of close to the inside of the corner. And here I see Bauer on the inside of me, just like a sled length, 2 sled lengths in front of me now. It's like, where the fuck did this line come from? Like, my fault for leaving the inside open. Like, but
you didn't know it was a fast line.
I didn't know that was even a line.
Yeah.
Like, and I asked him that in line for tech. Because I was just saying to Troy, I was like, I don't know how the fuck Bauer got around me. And he comes up to me. I was like, where'd you find that line? He's like, and he said, I was using that inside line on restarts. It was only good for like 2 laps. So I was like, I would have never even guessed that was a usable line down there. So that was, so to have us be in second for sure, and then to lose second like that on the last lap in the last corner was just a kick in the ass, and it just freaking, that one stung.
Mm-hmm.
Our hearts were with you.
Yeah. So it, so yeah, I told myself that I sat in the tech line last year watching the hill people celebrate, shoot fireworks off and cheer, and everybody's on the other side of the fence cheering. I was like, I don't want to be in this position again.
Mm-hmm.
And then sure shit, put myself right in the same position again a year later.
Hey, yeah.
So
I mean, after this being the first time going back, or to that high or whatever, I think I'm fucked. Like, I'd never really felt anything like this before. Besides, like, like.
Well, you have a wife and kids.
Yeah,
maybe you should bring that up. Maybe?
So yeah, like my wife and kids. I've never felt anything like this. And the only thing that's similar is getting married and kids and stuff like that. But it's like I'm gonna do fucking anything possible, anything that I can to be on the fucking podium at the fucking Soo. I don't care if it's from now or the time I'm fucking 78 years old. I'm gonna have something to do with a machine that's gonna be on the fucking podium. That's what I'm aiming for.
Yeah. And it's hard. There's levels to it kind of, because like me and Trevor were in the trailer after everybody had left, everything was packed up. Me and Trevor were just sitting in the trailer there. And it was like a third could be a career finish for some teams, like a career best.
Like what he just said. He just wants to be on a podium. That's everyone's goal, is just a podium at the Soo 500. That would be fucking awesome.
Johnsons were saying that they got 8th and they were happy with that. I was like, that is really good.
That is really good.
There's some teams that want to just see the checkered flag. Like some want to just get a top 10. But like Cataract is a 4-time Soo winner. So nothing really replaces that winning feeling. And like, I've never won there before. My first year going out there with them, we got 6th, but we were like I would say that we were going to win that year without breaking that spindle.
True.
Everything
you guys,
else,
it was a heater.
We had the fast sled that year.
Yeah.
Like, where it was unreal, unmatched. So like replicating that feeling of like, oh man, we could go back and win. And then last year getting 3rd. I mean, these guys, nobody shows up. This team 21 doesn't really show up for anything else but to win. And like, I like that about them, because that's my same expectations of going to Pine Lake. Like, second place the last 3 years in a row is not a good feeling. Some people would love to get a second place or be on the podium, which I know it's always hard to. A second or third is way better than a DNF.
Yeah.
Way better than a DNF. So that's one way of looking at it, but that's not really how I look at it. So yeah, that way, like, to be put on the sled with the last 100 to go, and then to like let the team down again, because they got 3rd last year, 3rd this year.
Yeah,
that weighs heavy on me, just because I hold myself, not like in a weird way, but I just have a high expectation, like to be put in that position that I was giving it everything I had, and then still come up short. Man, to let the whole team down, everybody that has so much to do with it weighs on you, especially for how much I put on myself. Like, I've always been like that. Like, even at like football games in high school, make a mistake, it's like a higher expectation than making that mistake. So yeah, that's tough.
Yeah, no, I could see how it's tough, and I definitely understand. Not at that level at all, but at the same time, you were pushing the sled as fast as it could go. Yeah, as hard as it could go. As hard were you getting tired? Were you like holding back at all at the end?
No.
I don't think you would.
No.
I don't think you were. It didn't look like you were.
No.
And so you can only do what the sled can do.
You'll have to tell me who was saying I was getting tired, Kyle.
I'll tell you later.
Sure.
Yeah.
Because there's one.
I can say fuck that guy right now.
There was one team owner a few years
ago
that said to another one of our buddies that I wasn't Soo material.
No way.
Yeah, and
Like
I'll tell you who that is later.
Like to hit him with a banjo.
And so it's like just to be like,
yeah,
he could be cool too. I don't know.
And that's another thing that I was thinking of, like all week, you know, after the Soo, it's like, fuck anybody that ever said that I could, I couldn't have a career in this field. Is like, I'm at the fucking highest level as a mechanic.
Yeah.
Like that's not even like rider.
Are they going to let you get on the sled next year?
That's the plan. Eric's done, he says. So.
Oh, sure.
So the Team 50 on Northern Crankshaft, only cranks. We got, we're right back into business here this week.
Really?
Nice.
Yep. Johnsons are super cool people. I mean, we just connect because we're, you know, kind of have the same roots, vintage lovers, you know.
Yeah.
So, and then I'm really hoping that they'll be happy to have me back. They say it, you know, but you don't know what anybody actually means. But since we're all one, we're gay. So it's like, I think that's the plan, you know.
Sure.
We all spiritually connect.
Sure.
But we're going to fucking podium. We're going to win this fucking thing, Gunner.
Hey, that's the goal.
Thing.
Yeah.
Well,
so
one more thing I want to say about you, like you've been on the sled, you know, the last 100 laps.
Yeah.
What, 2 years in a row now?
Yep.
3, whatever.
2.
Like, there's a reason why you're out there on the last 100 laps. If Troy, DeWalt, if anyone else wanted to be on the sled, I bet they would.
And like,
say something.
Yeah.
And Greg would probably say something, but you're on the sled last, or for the, you know, you're there for a reason. Like, you got to remember that.
Supposed to be, but
but you are.
There comes a point too where you, like Kenny, we were talking it over. Matt was putting down some really fast lap times for us, and we kind of made the plan, you know, to put Kenny on it for the 400 laps. 400 laps in or whatever, and then put Matt out there to finish it. And then that's just kind of some sacrifices. You know, you really want to be the one to finish this fucking race just to, you know, be that guy, you know. But Kenny's got so much into it. He just wants the whole team to agree on one thing and succeed. And he, you know, made the sacrifice. So he wanted that to happen that way.
Yeah.
You know?
Is it your decision to run last?
No.
Or is that
no,
that's the team thing. You're not making that decision.
No.
They're making that for you because they trust you with it.
Yeah.
So like, obviously you're there for a reason, and they have the confidence in you to do it.
Yeah, but that's why it sucks. That's why it feels like such a big letdown to be put in that position.
Well, yeah.
And then to not deliver.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so yeah, can't thank every single person that helps the Cataract Collision Racing team out, because they put so much into it. Like you were there, Kyle, this week doing it. All those people that put all the hard work and hours into wrenching on the sleds, and the efforts of going to the races, and they're not the ones racing, but they're there to help and put as much into it as they can. That's the people that it's hard to tell them on how much you appreciate all they're putting into it.
Yeah. And that was another cool thing. The one time that I did stop by your trailer or whatever, and
you got to meet legend Todd Cricky.
Yeah. What the fuck? I mean, I walk in and I'm like, "Hey guys, you know," I forget what it was all about, but it was for something, anyways.
Oh, you were bringing me Vince's stickers.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yep.
Bringing Vince's stickers, so I dropped that off, and they're like, "This is Todd Cricky," and I fucking
you kind of froze up a little bit. You're like, "Oh."
Stand up straight.
Give him a salute, even, or what?
Yeah. So that's just cool to see, you know, and how much talent is actually in that trailer. 21 trailer.
Yeah. Well, like Todd was just there.
Yeah.
He's helping out Zach and those guys on the 57 sled, but he was there the first year I went out there with those guys. He was helping the 21 team. But yeah, there's a lot of good people that are hardworking people in the 21 trailer.
Oh yeah, everyone I met off the team, that super cool, super nice, super genuine, down to earth, and just awesome people.
So I let the team down.
No. You don't even you can't even see it my way. Like third fucking place at the Soo. It's like, holy
Man,
fuck.
but
I was happy for third at Pine Lake. Goddamn it!
Yeah.
In the classics class, I know it's a different level.
No, man, we're fucking balls to the wall.
Hey, it's picking up speed. More people.
Yeah.
We got other buddies that are wanting to buy sleds for the classics class.
Yeah.
So.
No, that's another thing we'll get into here. We'll call Vince.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Oh, I didn't give him a freaking.
But I'd like to talk to Vince about what we have to say about future.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like what? What do you mean?
This triple stuff.
Oh yeah. That was another thing. Well, how long have we been going for, bro?
We'll get
hour and
Vince on
20.
it. We'll get Vince
right.
in on it.
All right, before we call Vince, I need to take a leak.
Sure.
I just had a beer and a water.
Sure.
So
Hey, if you have any bottles of water in there, I need to activate this shit.
You don't have to duck through the camera, Brody. But yeah, hour 20 some odd minutes in. Thanks again to everybody that listens, watches.
Yeah, thanks.
Like I had
and I don't want to put it that way, but I feel like I let some people down by not talking to them.
you were wide open. This
But
weekend.
I just wanted to say that I was fucking busy.
Yeah,
I was
every time
really
I
busy.
talked to you, you were wound up.
Oh yeah,
Like you weren't your usual lackadaisical kind of
yeah, we're at the Soo.
having fun at the races. You know,
Oh, I was having fun.
You were having fun, but you were wide open, doing stuff.
And that's I mean, when you compete at this level, and that's what I've always wanted to do.
Yeah.
You know, is like all time.
Yeah, like when you came and brought me those stickers, you were in and out of the trailer.
Mm-hmm.
When you came and helped load the sled, you were there and gone.
Yeah,
So like you were busy.
yeah, I was busy. I had to know what was going on.
Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah. Thanks to the people that bought merch.
yeah,
We
yeah.
sold some hats, sold some shirts.
Sweet.
So thank you to everybody that bought merch. Really appreciate it. We still have a few hats left. Those might be getting buy some hats before they sell out. No idea when the next order will be.
Okay, so this merch deal, that's what we were talking about, fucking Northern Crankshaft, only cranks. So, I mean, not to get gay with it, but we're kind of going to get gay with it, I think.
I don't think we need to do that on here.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, no, but we could make calendars. That's what we were talking about at Northern Crankshaft. Only cranks calendar. Thanks, Brody.
That can be you guys.
Oh, yeah.
That'll be your deal.
Yeah. So if you want a only crank calendar explicit, you know.
Northern Crankshaft.
Yeah.
did you tell him you guys were talking to me about taking the pictures?
Yeah. So Brody's going to take the pictures for us. It's not going to be super explicit content, you know.
I said in the contract it needs to be put in there that I can bow out at any time.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's gay, but it's not, you know.
Just stop.
It was getting hard to talk there. I had to pee so bad. Well,
This is Vince.
Vince, this
Hey,
is
Vince.
Gunnar Arlo with Shop Talk
No way.
Podcast. Yep.
Are you for reals?
Yep.
Vince, how do you feel about gay guys?
Oh my God. Come on.
You guys are giving me shit for it.
You're gonna get us canceled.
No, I mean it's a good thing. I mean we can have pride.
yeah, why is gay being bad?
Fucking gays for Trump. I mean,
That's a thing.
What did I just get myself into?
I don't know, Vince.
Yeah.
We're
Did you watch the Soo, Vince?
I watched a lot of it. Yeah.
Awesome. What do you think?
Yeah.
How many teams have you had ask you about racing for them next year?
Just two.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah.
shit. I thought it would have been 5+.
and that's
Oh yeah.
another
There's
thing.
just. Yeah, I got contracts waiting. I'm out of retirement contracts, so.
VS3 high demand. So if for any new listeners that don't know who we're calling right now, Vince VanSlyke, Fox Shock technician, VS3 suspension, on the phone.
Oh yeah.
Prior Shop Talk podcast guest.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
In person.
Yep.
Hey, bro, how's it going? I mean, how is it going? How are you? Like, how was the desert and stuff like that?
It was a long 2 weeks. we had some long days out there, that's for sure. Had to sort some things out, and they're still not all sorted out. So I'm going back next week.
Oh, really? Like for
yeah.
What is this for now that King of the Hammers is over? What's left to do out there?
Just doing some more testing on Dustin's car before the Best in the Desert race next weekend.
Oh, geez. Really putting the miles on these last few weeks then.
Yeah, pretty much.
Huh. What were your big takeaways from the Soo then, Vince?
Well, the only right turn is pit exit. If it's warm, the ice goes away.
We actually got pretty lucky with the sun not coming out.
Yeah, it held up pretty well.
It was out for a little bit, but not too bad.
Was your sorry, Vince. Was your trailer one of the trailers that was like getting flooded, like where
at KOH?
No, 50.
Because it rained out there, so
50 only cranks.
No, like because there was that river running down, like midway, like down pit road, and then there was just kind of a low spot down there.
Oh, okay. So you know what happened? I got another story about that. So when the fucking plugs spit out of the sled, the Matt's tether had a little screw in it. That screw fell out, so the tether was acting up. So we got it to fire up, and he took off down pit row, and then it just fucking right in that fucking water hole. So I fucking sprinted down, and I'm standing in a fucking 1.5 feet of water trying to fucking fix a tether. And I get back to the trailer. I was like, why did I do that?
No, you couldn't step over the hole.
It was in the hole.
Yeah.
The hole
it was
huge.
it was wide. Yeah. It was a big ass hole.
Huh. But yeah, Vince, you missed out on the weather. Was about as perfect as it could get. You know.
Yeah, it looked pretty decent actually. Like no snow dust, so that was nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there was a little bit of snow dust in that first 100. Where they actually put some of that. They actually put that urea stuff down at the lap 100 pit or plow.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they did. Huh. Yep.
I mean, I know because they made ice the night before or whatever.
Yep.
Yeah, that's probably why.
But yeah, I don't actually mind that urea stuff they put down. I mean, I know a lot of people don't like it for their sleds because it like corrodes the aluminum or something. Mm-hmm. But it wipes off your goggles really easy. Like it doesn't stick to your goggles or nothing. It's just one wipe, no matter how cold it is. Just
gotta love them one wipes.
The year I did it, like when it was so muddy and stuff, and then I had like heated goggles, and like I'd get out there by myself for a while, and then all the dirt would just dry to my goggles, and I couldn't wipe it off, and so I'd like people would pass me, and I'd go behind them so I could get roosted, so I could clear my goggles off again.
No shit.
Yeah.
You're
pretty
aiming
dumb
to get roosted.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm like, I need me some more of that swamp water.
And then lap 410 to 430 or something there, where the sun was setting.
Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh!
Hard to see.
You could not see anything coming out of turn 2.
Mm-hmm.
Like not at all. Like there was that 20 lap section there to where I was just kind of maintaining position because like I could not see coming out of 2.
No,
and I was behind somebody for a handful of laps, and like I could have just been running into the back of them out of 2 because I had a little bit faster line, but I just couldn't see him.
Mm-hmm.
Like so that was the worst I've ever seen it like that in the past 2 years of where it hasn't been cloudy at that time for the sun to be setting, but that was bad. And I just had some amber tinted lenses on, so they weren't super tinted.
Everybody wanted clears. I was like, don't do clear.
Oh man, it'd never run a clear there, except for like maybe the last 50 you could get away with it, but.
Yeah, that sun was wild looking.
Yeah.
Me and Dad were sitting there like, holy shit, what does that look like on the track? Because we can't see shit right now. We couldn't see anything in front of us. We had trailers and trucks, and it's like, we're blind.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was the last quarter of turn 2 to where you couldn't see anything.
No.
But yeah, Vince, we had the VS3 stickers on the 21 sled, at least.
I saw that.
Brought to you by JAG.
Yep. Yeah. JAG Body Shop.
Good.
But the Fox shocks looked good sitting on the catalyst, sitting there. So
Yeah.
so thank
Decided
you.
not to run that one at all, huh? Well, I saw you did it like you guys qualified on it a little bit, didn't you?
No, I ran it on Tuesday night for just two laps on Tuesday night for practice, and then Troy ran it for an additional 2 laps Wednesday morning for practice.
Okay.
But like they thought the 21 sled was just a little behind, so they wanted to focus all their energy on that one. So then just kind of just park that one.
We need to get an aero kit for these catalysts.
Yep. Well, like, did you see the like aerodynamics? Did you see Langus's sled?
Yeah.
They had that full fiberglass hood or whatever it was.
Yeah.
That looked good.
Mm-hmm.
But like, try to have something for that nose cone or something.
And some sort of wind deflection.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Herf had their new catalyst just sitting alongside of their trailer too.
Looks sharp.
Yeah.
Yep.
What about just a shock question there, Vince? Herf had air shocks on his front on the front of his sled, but they had super small reservoirs on there. Like
so those are our lightweight shocks. It's essentially we do it mainly for the mountain sleds. But I remember Jappy building those for them just so they could. They wanted to take some weight out of it, and it probably doesn't save much at all, but it looks small.
Yeah, like super small.
Yeah, because it's only got an 1.5 IFP instead of like the 2-inch one and all that stuff in it.
Oh, I see. So it's just smaller. It doesn't really hurt it doesn't hurt the performance at all.
Not for what those are doing, since they're lower and stuff like that. Like you probably wouldn't want to do it on like a full travel sled because you'd be building so much pressure in the reservoir.
Oh, sure. But Vince, there's a few people out there that it looks like they need some VS3 help.
Yeah, I was seeing that.
Number 50.
Number 50.
And there's a few people that need to cut their tunnel enclosures down because coming out of 4, the tunnel enclosure is scraping the ground like before you're getting the full travel of the rear skid.
Really?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah. So it's like, it's just the tunnel enclosure is just gouging.
Scooping snow.
Just slowing you down.
Yeah. Like there's a few pictures I've seen of some sleds where it's just in the freaking ice whoop.
Just hogging it out. Oh my God.
Yeah. It's free track grooming.
Yeah. trying to cut the whoops down.
Yeah. Time to make it wider.
Yeah. But yeah, Vince,
Do we have any tech questions?
No, I didn't.
Guess that was the only one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So getting into what we want to talk about with Vince here, you picked up a fucking triple in Michigan.
Yep.
You vlogged it, so.
Yep.
Possibly the cleanest ZRT in the world.
It's super clean. It did, once we got it home and got tearing into it, it did hit a rock at one point in time in its life to where it's got a pretty good gouge in the belly pan and into like where the
bulkhead.
Where the heat exchanger kind of comes down into the bulkhead. That's
really?
Yeah, that's got a pretty good hit to it right there. But other
at
than
least
that,
you've never cracked any heat exchangers before.
Got no experience
and
there.
it's not leaking right now. So
that's really going to slow that sled down, I think. So you think you need to probably sell it to me. So.
Yeah, if I've learned anything from Formula One, it's all about the underbody.
It is true. They do talk about the floors a lot on F1.
Yeah.
Just make it flat, right?
Yeah.
No?
Well, yeah, shout out
pretty much.
Joe Cooknicki. That's who I bought it from. And he was nice enough to deliver it to the Soo for me Tuesday night. So super.
Did you just rifle some laps on that thing or what?
If it would have had studs in it, I would have really tried hard to like being like, hey, could I take like a lap on this thing?
Here's $50. Just let me go for one lap.
Yeah. But no, it never got on the track. It just got loaded up on Friday and hauled home. And then
tore apart right away.
Right onto the sled lift.
Yeah. Yeah. I figured that's what Glenn was saying. He said he's tearing it apart, getting it ready for whatever kind of racing we can do this
whatever
year.
comes up next for us.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. But
the motocross season, you mean?
Hopefully, I wouldn't mind that.
Launching that thing in the dirt.
I was thinking about it. Like, the field is open at my house right now. I was like, I should just go fucking get the RM this weekend and ride that. But how about you, Vince? How's your triple hunting going?
Well, I haven't really tried all that hard. There's a couple SRXs out there, but they're all kind of far away.
Oh,
yeah.
Well, this one was in
I don't
Michigan.
think Hannah wants me to buy another sled either, but.
Oh, but tell her there's big money on the line.
Yeah, there's big money on the
line.
line.
There is big money.
Like, I've already gotten a handful of people like saying that they're looking for one and that they're entering a triple.
Yeah, yeah. So
like, nobody has any idea what the rules are yet, and people are just buying all these things already.
Yep.
I mean, it's a cool thing to have, even if there isn't going to be a race.
We know some of a rule. It's a 600 triple. I mean,
open.
Well, right.
Essentially, yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean,
I think the last year anybody made one was 2000. Oh no, Yamaha made them up to 05 or 6 in the Venom.
Yep, the Venom. Yep.
04 for Polaris, and then 03 for Cat.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what it is.
So yeah, ours is a 01 ZRT LE. So
wow.
Even a spring order
luxury.
sled.
Yeah. I see it had the reservoir shocks and the green hood.
Yep.
And a dial crash.
And a dial adjust. That was the main selling ticket on it.
You know what?
Does it work?
Not at the moment, but we got all the parts to make it work.
Dale Kloos had his foot in designing that stuff, that setup.
Oh, really?
Yep. Yeah, he told me that this weekend in the 97 sled.
Oh.
Yeah. He said he turned his sideways just because he's got a fucking shaft sticking straight up at him for racing. So he turned his sideways.
Yeah.
And he's told me he was racing in 97 somewhere and he fucking smashed his face on that thing. He said he broke his jaw in half and then he fucked up his face, I guess. Could you imagine if it was pointing straight up and down? He'd probably be dead right now.
Huh.
R.I.P. Dale.
I guess you're right, though. It's just another thing to smack your chin on.
Shout out to Dale for being our sober cab, too, all week.
Oh, yeah?
Hey, yeah.
He was our driver. We called him Dale Earnhardt.
Hell yeah.
Because he's our driver, and he can see the air.
Well, like...
Yeah. Well, now you can feel it with the womb broom.
If you look at that ZRT that they had set up for Brian, that dial adjust is kind of down here next to the hood.
Yeah.
So
you've been studying that?
Oh yeah, me and Dad spent some time looking at those pictures.
Oh man,
you guys are screwed.
My relationship with the Johnsons is only benefiting you.
Those pictures are on Facebook for anybody.
Yeah. But the real secret intel, I've picked up a lot.
Oh yeah,
already.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm not letting you know either. Just kidding.
But like, just Vince, just close off one of those cylinders on your VMAX 4 and just run that. Just pull one spark plug.
Yeah, just put a fucking dummy plug in it or something.
I don't think that's how it works.
No, we'll let you go. I mean, it's a racer's agreement. We'll let it slide.
Vince pulled spark plug number 3.
Yeah.
I mean, it would technically be legal then, displacement wise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, because it'd be right there. What would it
be?
Sparking
displacement wise.
Yeah.
When we're talking like this, I can't but laugh. But all the people that told me that they come up and and they listen to the podcast and just us just banter back and forth.
That is true.
Just a bunch of idiots.
Yeah, it's like I couldn't think of anything else, but like
they're like, these guys fucking know what they're doing, and it's like
just 3 guys just bullshitting in the garage.
Yeah, just pull a spark plug. You're basically a triple.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll just have to alternate them so I don't burn down the cylinder or something.
Yeah.
Ooh, there you go.
Oh no, you
who am I kidding? It's Jap, pal. That thing will last forever. I could pull all 4 spark plugs and it'll still be fast.
True.
Yeah, you could probably, the way you are, you could probably make a fucking hay wagon fast.
Yeah.
I've seen it.
Vince is fast.
Well, he wasn't at Pine Lake, so I really don't know.
So fast his fucking hairline is gone.
Yeah. Just aerodynamic.
It fucking started ripping it right out.
Are you balding? I didn't even notice when you were here.
I was balding when I was 16, I think. So.
Yeah.
Stressed out.
How old are you now, Vince?
32 as of a couple weeks ago.
Yep. Yeah, your birthday was just the day before Brody's.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Damn.
Great.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
It's okay. It's just birthdays.
You forgot about Brody's or you forgot about mine?
No, we brought it up. It was both your guys' birthday. That's what I forgot about.
Vince, in the Shop Talk Podcast Fantasy League, you are currently sitting 4th after 2 events.
Overall.
Still?
Yep.
God dang. Did I do good at the Soo or something or what?
Yeah, you did halfway decent.
Not particularly.
Did you like where my location was?
Yeah, Vince's location is the depths of hell.
Oh my God.
mine's south of the tracks.
Vince, I don't see you here in like the top 20, but yeah, there you are. You got 32 points at the Soo. So
is that good? I don't know.
Yeah. So yeah, you're sitting at 75 points overall. So good job.
Hell
Not bad.
Good job.
Look at me go.
Yep. So yeah, you're sitting 4th right now. Currently, we don't have any prizes for 4th. Have you worked on the Fox prize at all?
Not so much. No, we've been busy.
Yeah.
Makes sense. It's all right. We understand.
Yeah.
Well, we've been plugging that Fox is like giving away like $1,000 of swag.
Oh, perfect. Yeah. I'm sure they'll be on board with that.
And a free suspension shed of your choice.
Yep.
and a hug from Vince.
Yeah.
Here's a rusty spring we found out back. Congrats.
Talking about this merch, I got a pretty fucking sweet windshield too out of the Team 50.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Oh, the one that was all zip tied up?
Yep.
Or the race one?
Yep.
Yeah.
All zombified looking. Looks pretty cool.
Yeah, there's an amount of work put into that one, it looked like.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching.
Yeah.
56.
I do what I can.
60 zip ties.
That wasn't my design.
Oh, it wasn't?
No.
Oh.
They looked mean as fuck though.
Yeah. I mean,
That shit is metal.
you get some of them fucking Bagley scrappers in there and you never know what you're going to fucking come up with.
Even Herf had like 4 zip ties on their windshield to start the race.
The zip ties are fast.
Yep.
We need a zip tied sponsor. Think you can make that work, Vince?
Probably.
You
Yep.
got any
We're
leeway
putting this on you, the suspension guy.
For zip ties?
for the zip tie sponsor.
Yeah, I'll see what I can do.
Not the body guy where my job is like 50% zip ties.
Yeah.
Yeah, we pretty much just use bread ties to keep the reducers in, so I'll see what we can do.
Yeah, bread ties. Yeah, that's a better idea. Zip ties, fucking bread ties.
Well, you can reuse them.
Yeah,
That's true.
Yeah.
True. Yeah, you don't got to cut them.
Yeah.
I remember when I was over in Spain for work, like if you threw zip ties in the garbage can, the cleaning lady would literally pull them out of the garbage can and put them in like the plastic recycling bin. Like they were super serious about all that stuff there.
Yeah, it's not America. That's all I can say about it. No.
Definitely not. They still had glass bottles and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Toby Keith.
Very, very true. Yeah.
Yep.
You said America, and
And Apollo Creed.
Yes. Carl Withers. Yeah.
Yep.
no way.
Yep.
Oh, we lost him today?
No. It was Thursday.
Yeah. There is no tomorrow, Rock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Vince-
We're losing
Vince-
all the good ones.
Vince is a movie buff.
Yeah, I was gonna say he was awesome
he knows
in The
the
Mandalorian.
reference. Oh,
yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about. So
Apollo Creed.
nope.
Shut up.
Mandalorian.
Did Creed like play a concert on the moon or something after the Super Bowl? That's what it sounds like to me.
Kind of.
Hey, so are we going to Creed coming up this summer?
They're coming here.
Walker.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
Are they really?
Yeah, they're coming to Walker.
I should ask the guys if they got.
Oh my
tickets
God,
yet.
And it's even
that's
on
way too close to not go.
and it's on a Saturday too. Your dome lights on.
Oh Jesus!
No, it's not. That's a reflector.
Oh, it's a reflection.
I think
yeah.
it is. Yeah.
Yeah,
Wait,
it
no.
is.
Yeah, no, Creed's coming to Walker. So all the Shop Talk gang, let's all get together and go
think
to
your
watch
lights
some
are on.
fucking Creed.
What day?
July 22nd, I think, something like that.
Yeah, I gotta ask the guys if they're going.
So all the Shop Talk gang,
Okay, good. That's the weekend. That's a Monday, but
we could fucking live stream a show, Shop Talk from Creed.
I think that would get demonetized and taken down.
Probably.
Would
We
it
get
though,
like
because
4
it's
more views,
live?
maybe.
So I've been on some sort of spectrum ever since after the Soo, and I've been putting my headphones in at work, and I usually never do that. And every Creed song that comes on is just a fucking whop. Like I am doing work when Creed comes on.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, my lights were on.
That's weird.
Good catch. But yeah, Vince, do you watch any Supercross this weekend?
Yeah.
Did
I
you
did.
Did you see what happened to Cameron McAdoo?
Well, how could you not?
I didn't.
It's
What
all
happened?
over the gram.
What a
It's all
package!
over
Huh?
So Brody, Cameron McAdoo in the start of the 250 final, crashed in the first turn. Took
with
a
half the field.
half the field crashed in the first turn.
Okay.
And took a handlebar to the crotch area and somehow ripped the most perfect hole right in the bottom of his pants.
His nuts were slapping.
No shit.
Yeah, nuts dropped.
What?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll have to look this up on the gram then.
Yeah,
That's what I would do.
Yeah.
Type that into your work computer.
No, you said on the
Exposed.
gram, so I'll find it on the gram.
It is all over.
Well, you can still do that on your work computer.
I don't have a work computer.
Well, use Gunners then.
Okay, yeah, I can
No.
use his phone.
We don't have any computers neither at Dyrdahl Construction.
I got one in the spray room. You can
You have a computer in your spray room?
Yeah, to mix up the formulas, so you can use that.
Paint.
Yeah.
But yeah, how
Can
does
you see it still?
See what?
the screen?
The screen.
Oh yeah, it's in a cage. Yeah, it's in a cage.
Oh.
Yeah. And then I
Well,
even
a
got
cage isn't gonna block the paint. But like you need like a bag or something.
no. We have like those new tear offs. They're like tear offs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, that happened. That was kind of the thing of the weekend.
Yeah,
But
okay.
What's going on with Tomac this weekend, Vince? What happened to him?
I heard a rumor that there's something wrong with his shock.
I had read that too, but then I also seen that was total BS and it was fake. That he had
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know how he could have a rear shock issue that bad, but I know he has had some issues of getting weird arm pump sometimes and then just fading back a little bit, but not fading all the way from 3rd to 7th or 3rd to like 10th or 11th, whatever he got.
Damn.
Yeah, I don't know.
But so yeah, bummer. Come on, ET.
Thought he was back.
Yep.
But the only back he is in the pack.
Good thing I didn't watch. That would just make me sad.
I don't know. He does do good at Glendale though. And Glendale's this weekend, so hopefully,
Yeah,
he redeems himself.
hopefully.
So we got Supercross and then the Super Bowl.
Yep.
Oh,
Awesome.
and Addie's birthday is on Sunday. You guys can come if you want.
Oh, yeah.
Adderall's birthday. Cool.
Yeah.
Vince, are you coming?
It's my daughter's birthday. You want to come?
I didn't even know you had a daughter.
She's turning 1.
It's her birthday. She's
Oh,
been around
that's
for a
fine.
while.
Been around for a minute.
I'll come to the next one. She won't remember that I didn't make it.
Sure.
No, I'm gonna hold it to you.
Wait, you got any Super Bowl plans?
Probably not, unless. Well, Hannah is probably going to watch just to make sure she can see Taylor Swift.
Oh God.
Yeah, I think
But that's about it.
Mandy's pretty excited to watch
You
it
can-
for that too.
You
God damn it!
She
I
just
hope-
Is she the
I
halftime
hope
show?
Brock Purdy beats
No.
the brakes off of these fucking Chiefs.
I knew somehow Taylor Swift was going to end up in our fucking podcast too, because she's ended up in every other podcast I've listened to.
I mean, why would you like Taylor Swift when there's fucking Miley Cyrus right there? It's like she's so much more talented, I think.
Okay, I don't care about either of them, really.
How about this Parker McCollum? He's pretty fucking good.
True, pretty
I
good.
don't think Hannah likes Miley Cyrus.
Oh, I don't have any take on that at all.
Yeah, no, I really don't care about either of them. Doesn't mean I hate them.
Hannah says she's a slut.
Ooh,
I mean, who
Hard-
cares?
hard take,
Who cares?
hot take.
I mean, that's some fucking high school shit. I mean, if you're a slut, you're a slut. Who fucking cares? I
Sure.
mean,
No, she seemed pretty cool on Joe Rogan's podcast. That's all I gotta say.
she is fucking cool.
Yeah,
okay?
she seemed pretty cool. She was rocking like a mullet. It's like, okay, that's weird, but cool, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm attracted to this or not.
Yeah, it was odd.
Vince, were you cheering on the lone Yamaha team out at the Soo?
Alaska.
Yeah, I like their graphics.
Yeah, they were running
That's
like
pretty sweet.
retro white and red.
Retro SRX.
That was our competition all week. It was like, you could just put a hook in that guy. I mean, you'll get him in the corner, but he's going to rock it around you on the straight.
Yeah, they had some serious handling issues during qualifying. I'm surprised they got that thing in.
Well, yeah, there was a lot of teams that dropped out. That a lot of double entered teams. So like
we squeaked one in
sure.
there.
Yeah, I think there was literally only 37 like qualified teams. So
what do they take? 38 or something?
Yep, 38.
Okay.
What did that guy say at the awards banquet? They showed up with a 99 mile per hour sled.
Yeah, they had. So it was Bill Wilkes who was on the 21 team in 2019 when they won. Mm-hmm. He also won it with Chad Gecko back in like 06, 07, I think.
On an Apex?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. So he's a 2-time winner of the Soo, but they were struggling with speed all weekend. And I'm pretty sure on race day, they were only going 99 miles an hour.
Yeah, that's what he said at the awards banquet. It's like, holy shit, really? Wow.
I bet that's all we did the year I was there. I mean, during qualifying, I think we hit like 104, 105.
Yeah.
Just cooking, clearly.
Huh.
But yeah, it was not fast.
They had that thing pretty custom. Like they had a nitro, I think it was a nitro motor and a nitro gauge in there and everything, Vince. So like you would have fit right at home on that thing looking at, you don't even have a nitro gauge on yours.
No, not anymore. I got the Vector one on there.
Yeah.
It's got a big old tack and speed readout.
That's another thing.
It's even got a clock that resets every time you shut it off.
Nice.
Because I haven't run the wire to it.
When I got thrown into this tuning thing, at the Northern Crankshaft team, it was like, yeah, we're hitting 100 here, so that's pretty good. I was like, that's pretty good.
Is it not a mod sled?
Yeah.
Yeah. Kind of just getting thrown into it. I was like, I guess it's a half mile straight, so yeah. Or not even a half mile straight.
But other sleds are doing 110.
Yeah, I know. I was like,
yeah.
That's where I put it together. I was like, we got some shit to do here.
Yeah. That's where I want to bring my 4-stroke out there next year.
Yeah, it'd be sweet to see what it can do.
Just to try it, just to have fun. Mm-hmm. Like just to put it in there.
Just sign up for the shootout and see what happens.
Oh. No, I don't know about that, but just to put it out there and just see what it does, have fun on it, and then maybe even have my dad run it just for the hell of it and like rookie practice.
Yeah.
Just so dad could get a lap in at the Soo.
Yeah, that would be cool. Yeah. And the 4-stroke just sounds so badass, screaming around the track.
Whoa, that one did sound cool.
It sounded so cool.
Yeah, they did have a really nice straight pipe on that one, Vince, so it did sound good.
Nice.
But okay, Vince, we'll let you get back to whatever you and Hannah are doing, watching F1 or cooking.
Definitely
videos.
Not F1.
Cooking videos.
We're watching Survivor right now.
Yeah, cool.
Survivor, like the NBC show Survivor?
CBS, but yeah.
Like with Jeff Probst?
Yeah, that guy.
Oh, man, I fucking love Survivor.
I just found out that, because they had like a couple seasons on Netflix, and she watched most of all of those, and then it turns out that every single season is on Paramount Plus, so there's like 45 or 46 seasons.
Yep. Yeah, you got some watching.
We started from the top.
From the most recent or the oldest?
It'd be the oldest.
We're
season 1
right now.
Oh, okay.
Holy shit.
Yeah,
we're just about through season 1.
That's a commitment, brother.
I mean, you're going to be busy till you're like 90, I think.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure, about halfway through we'll take a break, and then I'll just start watching Trailer Park Boys again like I normally do, but...
Survivor is good. I've been watching Survivor ever since I was a kid, so... We're trying to get Brody to go.
I've never watched it till this year.
You should apply, Brody.
God damn it.
I will. Strategy.
I should.
You're such a strategist.
I suck at strategy. What are you talking about? I suck at talking.
That's perfect, then, because all the people that make it to the end suck at strategy. They're there, and you're like, why is this person still here?
It would be
because they don't know what's going on.
It would be fucking awesome.
Think of the content for the podcast.
True.
Would they let you call in?
if I win one of these challenges, can I have a phone, please?
Yeah.
Jeff, I got some prior commitments.
Yeah, I have this podcast I need to do. I know I'm here for a month, but
Yeah.
We're almost to triple digits now. Like,
Heck yeah. Well, okay, Vince. Well, thanks for the time tonight. We really appreciate it. The list, I did get another Vince compliment this weekend that they enjoy Vince on the show.
that's cool.
God dang, who said that? It wasn't Alex. I know that.
No, it didn't. I didn't talk to Alex hardly at all. I don't even know if at all this weekend. He gave me a head nod at the drivers meeting, but
Vince,
Nice.
you know, when I'm working on shit, it's like Minecraft for me. So like all I hear in my mind is like that fucking.
Okay.
You ever come across anything like that?
No, I usually I'm listening to Iron Maiden or something like that. So that's pretty much that's what I hear.
sure.
Yeah.
Not when I'm working on stuff. It's just when we're driving.
Oh, I see.
And then a lot of the times I'll catch myself doing the noise too. Fucking
Why?
crafting, bro.
Definitely on the spectrum.
Shut up.
Hang up now.
Okay, Vince.
Well, yeah.
Well,
I guess I don't know what I'm doing this weekend. Have you seen the lake yet or no?
Oh yeah, I went down there and looked at it last night. It looked pretty good. Like we could easily get some kind of pretty good testing spot in like the old parking lot.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Sure.
It looked promising.
Is it smooth out there? Is there still snow on it?
No, there's still some snow on it, like from where they plowed up the racetrack and whatnot. But
Sure.
I don't know. If you wanted to, you could come up. We could get some kind of ice track going in the parking lot.
Sure. Yeah, no, all our snow melted, so all the lakes are going to be like perfect glass this weekend, I think.
Oh, really?
It's supposed to get cold starting tomorrow night, I think.
Yep.
Oh, Triple
We
Fest
might
is
be able to
coming
just
up.
go unload the bike like a couple blocks from the house and go ride.
Oh, sure. Yeah, that'd be a little bit more convenient than the 2.5 hours north.
It would be, yeah.
Yeah.
Triple Fest is coming up. I got an ad for it today. That's only triples drag race.
Oh, really? Oh, just drag racing?
Yeah.
Oh,
They advertised the Lake Le Mans but I think it's just for the kids.
oh,
But
we're kids.
I mean, it'd be cool. Yeah, we could give it a shot. I mean, I'd drag the 650 out there. Oh no, that needs a clutch.
It identifies as the 120.
Yeah.
Huh. Well, okay, Vince. Well, I'll keep searching for some SRX 600s for you. So
Okay.
we'll add it to your Yamaha garage.
Hey, and I know them
the
things.
Jap House stable.
I know them things like cranks, and I know some crank guys. So,
I know the 700s did. I don't know about the 600s.
well, just to be safe.
Okay. You're right. I'll put 2 in it.
Double up just to be safe.
Yeah. That way when one goes, I just swap the belt over and be good to go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or like ball valves at the exhaust pipes or something. We'll figure it out.
Yeah. We could make another belt drive crankshaft, and then that would work. We'll just mount a fixture in front of the engine and belt drive on the magneto side.
Sure.
And then
I see what you're
Well,
saying.
you just have to get a longer belt. That's all we'd have to do.
Magneto.
Perfect. I'll put a VMAX 4 belt in it
Recoil
then.
side.
I think that's the longest one ever made. I'm pretty sure the clutch distance is like 36 inches or something.
In between clutches.
It's so far apart.
Mega,
All right,
Mega
well-
floats.
Mega floats.
See you later, Vince.
Talk to you later.
See ya.
Bye. VS3 Suspension sponsored.
Yeah,
So
it
running through the list here of the teams, just a few people I wanted to shout out.
Yeah.
Just from being out there and racing against the people. That 34 Kovar Pike sled was fast.
Yeah.
Ridiculously fast.
Mhm.
But they just had terrible luck.
And that's
True. Holy shit, they were flying.
that's the one that Mel Winnie was the team with this year, and that guy is a genius.
30. No, that's what I said. 44. WV Keith Gainforth.
Yeah.
And Luke Van Lysel.
Mm-hmm.
They were flying all day too.
Mm-hmm.
Like when I watched Keith on it for a few laps, and Keith was giving her hell, and then Luke looked really good on it in the rough. So like for them to get a top 5, I think that was. I don't know if that's one of their best finishes or not, but.
And I forget what they qualified, but the Furky team,
The 55.
yeah,
They were hauling ass
Yeah.
there in that first set too.
yeah, or 54. Yeah, no, it was 55 because
55.
Ken was number 55.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I appreciate you coming and talk to me and saying what you did before all the chaos started, where I didn't get to talk to anybody afterwards.
They listen to the show? Or
Yep,
what?
yep.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Oh,
I think they're Canadian. They're
Yep.
Canadian.
Canadian team.
Yep.
Yep. No, they're really cool.
Yeah, that was surprising seeing them go up there.
Oh, and I think what it was, they were like 8th in qualifying when I looked at it, 8th or 10th. So this was earlier in the week that I seen.
Well, no,
it.
this is the starting lineup.
Yeah,
so
but
they
earlier in the week, the first
Oh.
qualifier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so yeah, they started 15th.
Yeah, I believe they were up there towards like 8th or 10th.
But yeah, and then 67 Hoos.
Yeah.
LJ looked really good on it. I think it was LJ on it at the end there. But yeah, they were maintaining right up front. But I think they just had some bad luck or something where they went a few laps down.
yeah.
And then the 62 team, that's Orion Bozek is on that one.
Yep.
They're the team parked right next to us.
Yep.
And so yeah, those guys got 7th. I think that was maybe one of their best finishes there too. And then the RS team, no, the 17 Artie Cat, that thing was fast.
Mm-hmm.
That thing was like hard to pass down the straightaway on how much straightaway speed it had. So that was props to those guys too for the 9th. I can't believe 54, Alex, Teen, and Faust, they fell all the way back to 12th.
Mm-hmm.
Because I can't.
Well, I remember seeing them in the pit.
Yeah, they got pulled in.
And DL.
Yeah, they had some bad luck there.
I seen Ross and Bobby looking at the handlebars or something.
Yeah, because they is 7 laps down.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what happened to Nelson's too on the 28th. They were 15 laps down. And then just looking at the list here.
I mean, really, it's a fucking luck race is all it is.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, there's a lot of luck.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. Like there's so many things that can go wrong.
Mm-hmm.
You think of a snowmobile and how many nuts and bolts and spinning parts are on it.
Yeah.
Just to have it last 500 miles of just relentless beating. Abe was up there. Abe freaking lost a right ski right away.
Yeah, right away.
So that
coming on the spindle, he was like the first sled I seen coming to the pit.
Yep. Yeah. So yeah, I think they ended up actually motor going down on it. I think so. They got 25th.
I talked to him on Saturday night or whatever. Thanks for talking to me. I appreciate it. They stay at the same hotel.
Oh, really?
So,
oh, okay.
Yeah.
But yeah. Yeah, a lot of names on this list.
Not that I'm a talkative guy, but it just means something that who you are and you're talking to me.
No, who did I notice? Was it the number 77 or the number 7 sled? They were running right alongside either Bunky or the 57 sled. They were fast as hell.
Brownlee with the old IQR bubble.
I can't remember which one, but out of the blue, it was like lap 100. Like either a rider switch or something happened where they were right up on the ass of one of those super fast sleds. It's like, where the hell did this sled come from? And then all of a sudden, they just fell back again. It's like, that was weird. They were passing everybody, and then they just dropped back. It was odd.
Put the lean tune to her and fucking center.
Yeah, something happened.
But yeah, another Soo come and gone.
Already making plans for next year.
Yeah.
Getting phone calls.
Yeah, right now.
Right fucking now.
Yeah, exactly. No, it was a crazy experience. It was the different perspective on the track of being there and watching it on flow. It does not do it justice at all in the slightest.
No,
everything is bigger. Everything is faster. Everything's louder.
That's
it's fucking wild.
When we were talking to Regan last night, because they watched the whole race pretty much, and to tell them is like, it doesn't do it justice when I was watching it back on how slow it looks on watching it.
Yeah.
Because like when we're coming in to hit the brakes, coming into one, that's 105 plus miles an hour.
Yeah.
And it doesn't look like that on the TV at all.
No.
So it's like, it's 105 miles, like, and then down the backstretch coming into 3, that's at least 107, 8, 9, 10 miles an hour. And it doesn't look like that.
No.
So if you're watching it, you've never been there. It's like, it doesn't look like they're going very fast. It's
wild.
It's plenty fast.
When you're sitting there, yeah. What's up? Okay.
It's late.
Yeah.
We got a late jump on it
Yeah.
today.
Yep.
A little bit.
So yeah.
Watching the sleds come in to that first corner, like, going 100 plus, you're on the brakes, and I don't know, it's just weird to see the sled, like, not revving, but still sliding for that long sideways. And it's like, God, it just looks so weird. You'd think, like, no, you're going to turn eventually, but no, it just keeps sliding and sliding and sliding. It's like, God, this is just odd with the sled just idling.
But yeah. So yeah, Soo I-500 2024. Thanks to the whole Collision racing team.
Yes.
I really appreciate it.
Super
Thanks
cool to
for,
talk to everyone.
Only Cranks and Ken. I mean,
Is that what your team name is going to be on here next year?
I hope it is Only Cranks. And we got Johnny Crank and Eric Crank.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd even identify as Kyle Crank, but I'm more of Kyle Clutch.
Kyle Clutch.
Yeah.
Hopefully your name's on this list here of the starting riders.
That'd be pretty fucking cool.
Kyle Clutch.
To get you out there on the rookie practice, though, just put laps in.
Yeah.
It'd be pretty sweet.
Yeah. I mean, I told them they fucking put me out there, I'm going to go for fucking 200 at least.
Miles per hour or
200 laps.
200 laps. Huh?
When this thing hits 88 miles an hour, you're going to see some serious shit.
Yeah.
That's what you're riding home. That was another thing. Riding home with Glenn and Brody is pretty good. I mean, I was hungover.
Yeah, you're hungover. You're back there taking naps every once in a while. We'd look back. We'd elbow each other like, look at him, and you're just slumped in the
I would just
seat
fall
behind
asleep.
me. Then you perk up and then instantly start talking again.
Yeah. I was pretty tired.
But no, everyone I talked to and met on the 21 team, talking to Megan and Troy, that was cool as hell. Super nice people. Everyone that I got to meet, super nice people.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
Yep.
Cool as hell.
Yeah, it was good to finally meet Troy, in person.
Did you tell him your brake secret?
No,
or you never did.
I got so busy.
Never did see him again.
Yeah, I never did
suppose.
see Troy again.
That was hilarious that he brought that up
yeah,
to you.
yeah.
And yeah, when they were talking to
Austin said it worked great.
Really?
Yeah.
I'll be damned. But when they came up and talked to us at the awards banquet, they brought you up on how they get a kick out of you getting fired up about greasy triples and secrets on the podcast.
I'm fucking revved up about this. I'm not telling the internet right now what my plan is, but I'll show you guys.
Sure.
And yeah, they brought up how they didn't get to talk about Gen 2s because Troy loves Gen 2s, and he brought that up.
Kyle was wide open. He was
Oh yeah,
like,
I'm still tired.
I'm still tired. I didn't do shit.
but well, okay. Episode 18.
That just shows my commitment.
I can't see
2 hours, 7 minutes.
Oh, okay.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching. All my crew or whatever, they didn't know I had a podcast.
They did?
No, they were all texting me on the way home. They said, "What's that podcast?"
Oh,
Yeah.
So you got some more subscribers on YouTube. I did that.
yeah.
Sweet.
Getting to meet the whole crankshaft crew.
The only Cranks crew, yeah.
Yeah, the only Cranks crew, at the casino bar. That was pretty fun. They're all super nice guys. I can see why you got along with everyone because I did right away.
Yeah.
So
Just clicks.
mm-hmm.
But yeah, thanks again for watching. I mean, I gotta go get to work on some sleds.
yeah. Still got merch available. DM me or Kyle.
Mm-hmm.
Hats, shirts.
Oh, there's a race in Maine.
Oh,
this
that
weekend.
150 mile.
Yep.
Yeah, I
Yep.
seen that.
That's cool.
Yep. So good luck to everybody that's going to that. Yeah.
We have no idea when our next. It's supposed to be Leech Lake, February 24th and 25th.
Doesn't look like it's gonna happen.
it's hard to say.
Yeah.
I have no idea what the ice conditions are down there, so it's hard to say. But we'll see.
We'll see.
Okay.
All right. Thanks, everyone.
Yep. Thanks for watching. Yeah, we appreciate it. So,
See ya.
love you. Bye.